obviously Arsenic Lullaby is your creation, but you still do other work. And on that free comic book table yesterday, there was a title that made me think immediately of Doug Paskiewicz. It was a free comic book day, Casper. Oh. Can we talk about Casper real quick?
Oh, Casper, if you want.
I found this to be one of the coolest things. You know, I go on Facebook a lot for Pint Comics, but for personal reasons, I'm not on it too much. But I really love seeing your stuff pop up because it kind of showed fan community and what people will do to get something they want. So, Doug, do you want to kind of explain to everybody what you were trying to do with Casper?
Well, long and short of it, I was trying to do something for Casper the Friendly Ghost.
You wanted?
I was genuinely interested in doing that.
And your art really kind of it would work with the character.
Yeah, my art style works for it. The type of storytelling I do works for it. I loved it as a kid. As an adult, I looked back at those early Casper books from Harvey Comics, and the storytelling is just spot on, perfect technique every time.
There you go.
So I really genuinely started it because I wanted to get some work on a Casper comic, and it turned into a really nutty, kind of mind-blowing fiasco.
It was a campaign because what ended up happening was your fans, and you're not the easiest guy to interact with on Facebook because you have a rule, and I've never broken the rule because I see what happens to rule breakers, but you don't let people comment on your posts, which is fine. But so, you know, you respect your fans, but you say right there, you know, we're not going to comment on posts because we're not going to have these dumb arguments that happen on Facebook.
Right. Yeah.
But you actually kind of did a call to arms, and I think in one day, I don't remember how many hundreds of your fans were bombarding the company. Who we'll keep them nameless. We'll keep them nameless. The company that produces
because they're producing comics based on it.
All right, American mythology.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to find out who they are.
They have their Twitter page, and your fans were just bombarding them with, let Doug have Casper. and I did. I wanted to ask you, I guess, the next time we talked to you just now, and you answered it. I was like, what's his obsession with Casper? And so it was a childhood thing for you. You enjoyed those stories, and you found them to be basically really well done.
Yeah, really well done, and it's a property that shouldn't be just wallowing in obscurity.
Right.
Like it currently is under the guidance of American mythology. It should, Casper the Friendly Ghost has been around since 30s, I think, 40s at least.
40s.
Major motion picture at one point, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many you can't say Casper the Friendly Ghost to anybody and not have them know who you're talking about.
Right.
And the book is selling like 5,000 copies.
If.
I mean, that's not good for the industry. We don't have a hell of a lot of kids' books, gateway drugs into this market. So we can't be having properties like this just sitting there spinning their wheels in the mud.
Yeah.
So on another aspect, I thought it was an instance where I could do some good. Hey, this is an industry that has helped me quite a bit. I've made my bones here. Maybe I can give back a little bit, and it'd be fun. And like you said, a lot of my fans thought the same thing, which I wasn't really prepared for. I kind of thought it would get blown off, or they'd laugh it off, or whatever. But they're like, "No, hell yeah, let's do this." And the publisher's page on Facebook is basically tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't even know why they have one. To be honest with you, they don't know how to use it. When they do use it, it's just, I don't know. They think it's 2005 still, and all you have to do is post a picture, and that's that. But you can't do that anymore. You have to be a spectacle in and of yourself. There has to be a reason to go to your page that's interesting. Besides, this is what's coming out this month. Here's the diamond order code. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's no one's going to give a heck. I changed the bad word to heck there.
Thank you, Doug.
No one's going to give a heck, mother hecker. You got to bring it. You got to bring it. So, yeah, it's basically, it went from tumbleweeds to just a giant stream of let Douglas do Casper.
and
just blew up their page, and I have a Facebook page, and you can see the interactions, you know, there's little grids and stuff, and I know they saw a spike, the likes of which they've never seen since they opened the page, and I don't know what was in their head to not go with that. I really don't.
Did they ever contact you at all?
I contacted them once before I started all this, and they said, hey, we'd like to, you know, basically, we like your stuff, but no thanks. And then I contacted them again to go, hey, you know, just to be clear here, I know I normally do horror stuff, but this is not a joke. You know, I'm 100% sincere about this. And they didn't respond to that at all. And that's when I set the dogs loose.
And after the dogs went wild, did they tell you that you couldn't have Casper, but they would let you do their Three Stooges book, or
they blocked me?
They blocked.
Wow.
They blocked me because I guess they don't understand how Facebook works. It's like, you can block me if you want, but there's several hundred other people molesting your page right now that I have no real control over.
And I've bought some of their books before, and it's just that some people I know have worked for them, so I bought some of those books. And then, you know, like you, I bought a couple of throwback books that they published. I bought a couple of Pink Panther comics because I liked the character growing up, and I wanted to see some of the work that they would do on him now. They weren't reprints; there was new stuff, but there just doesn't seem to be a lot of promotion on their end for these things. It's very strange.
Yeah, there's no promotion. I don't know if they don't know how, or I mean, my best guess is they're stuck in 2005 and they don't understand how you have to promote now in 2019.
I got an idea. I think what Doug should do is offer first to run their Facebook page for them, and when they start to see maybe a small rise in sales there because people know that they exist, then you go and do Casper. Or I was looking at their lineup and it was so abstract. It was like Casper, the Three Stooges, Zorro, which I thought was over at Dynamite. They have a Zorro book.
I can't understand if they actually have the rights to some of these characters or if they're just thinking they do.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, it all smells like something, you know, in my younger days, gentlemen, you might find this hard to believe, but I had quite a mouth on me.
No.
and irritated my share of professionals. So it almost smells like this is is this somebody that I pissed off at some point? But as far as I know, I've never met any of these people. So
I don't know who they are. I know a couple people. They gave me the names of the guy in charge of the company, but I reached out to them at one point trying to get an interview with them, and nothing happened. I don't know who the person is. I've never heard of them before, but you know.
Yeah, they don't seem to want to promote their books or know how or understand
tax dodge.
Gift horse. They're looking a gift horse in the mouth. They didn't do anything with that influx of traffic to their site and their pages. They just ignored it. And none of my fans came on there and broke bad on them and said, "Hey, your books suck. You need this guy. Maybe he'll sell something." You know, there was no rude comments. There was no links to my page like, "Hey, you guys want to go to this page instead." There was none of that. It was all people going to a public page of a publisher recommending an illustrator.
Yeah.
And they flat out ignored them and then deleted them all. And I don't know if they understand this or not, but there were about 5 different comic book stores in that thread, and one of them was a chain of 20 stores. You just deleted a store owner who has 20 stores in his chain. What are you idiots doing? And they didn't even say a polite thank you, but no, or this would have been smart. Let's say they think I'm a scumbag, don't want anything to do with me, right? It would have been smart for them to go, you know what? We're very happy with the staff we have. Just check out the great work so-and-so is doing, and then post a page of their current book. That's what I would have done.
Yeah,
sure.
I would have said, you think this guy is good? Check this out. And then I would have posted my own stuff. Because then this influx of traffic is getting a good dose of what I am putting out. But instead, they just deleted it all. It's baffling. It's the dumbest thing you could have done.
They wished it away, Doug. They wished it away. So, Doug, let's do this. Let's do this the right way. But I know you put a post up the other day. John has not seen it yet, and the Russo brothers, the directors and writers or whatever they are, said that starting tomorrow it's okay to start talking spoilers because They figure if you haven't seen it by now. So, spoiler-free, Doug, you seem pretty excitable about Endgame. What did you think? Did you enjoy your popcorn and your soda in the theater, or were you ready to throw it at the screen?
I thought it was a giant pile of crap.
Now, before we get too far into it, did you enjoy the first half last year?
I thought Infinity War was maybe the best movie that the MCU ever put out. I thought that should have gotten a nomination for Best Picture of the Year.
Wow.
Like, legitimately. You think about the story, how it had to be written, all the moving parts. I mean, take the genre out of it. That was no less a spectacle than Cleopatra or the Ten Commandments.
Right.
Was it?
Big sweeping movie, yeah.
Yeah, it was a huge sweeping movie, and they managed to have all the working parts work together. It had a lot of heart. I thought it should have been nominated for Movie of the Year. So I was a huge fan of the first half of it.
I don't agree all the way with you in terms of how much I liked it, but I did really, really enjoy the first half, and I agree with you. I was pretty like I keep telling people when I talk to people about it. To me, Endgame was at best like lower middle grade Marvel movie to me, and yeah, I don't know if it's kind of like, you know, this happens every once in a while when a movie comes out that's so hyped that everybody gets swept into the hype of it. A few years ago, I remember when Force Awakens came out, everybody on social media loved Force Awakens, and then by the time Force Awakens came out on video, people were kind of like being honest with themselves. I'm really wondering if Endgame in about 3 months, people are going to start going, yeah, it really isn't that good.
I hope so, because I feel so alone.
I'm with you, Doug. I've been attacked by people, my friends online. You know, just not attacked, but just like, how could you think that? I'm like, because it really wasn't that great of a movie.
That movie was the giant mess that I thought Infinity War was going to be.
So walking in, you thought Infinity War beat your expectations. And
yeah, I thought, because Infinity War, I thought they got 40 different characters. They got a villain we haven't seen before. This is going to be a giant mess. This is going to be a cluster heck, is what I thought.
I like your inclusion of heck over the F word. Thank you.
Thank you. This is going to be a heckin' cluster heck. But it wasn't. It was very well done. And I didn't have very high expectations for this. I thought it was going to be an okay wrap-up, but it was just, it didn't follow its own rules. It had no heart. 15 minutes in, I didn't care what happened to anybody.
Wow, so you were dropped out immediately.
Yeah, there was a part midway. I think they put on their little white suits.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a spoiler because we've seen that in the trailer.
No.
They put their little white suits on, and I was thinking to myself, this can't be the movie. This can't be it. This can't be what they're going to do. But it was. And Monday morning, you guys, if you want, you can go to the blog. That 6 months ago, I wrote a parody, satire blog of what the movie could be, and it was what I said it was going to be.
Oh, so
this movie followed the satire that I made. Like I said, this and this and this will happen. I said, oh, it was a joke, and that's what they did.
Doug, do us a favor. Since tomorrow's the day, can you share that out again? Because I'm on the blog anyway. I'll share it out too, because I want to read that, and I want to have friends read that.
Yeah, I'll put that up tomorrow morning.
Maybe we'll get you preemptive credits. Right. Like a preemptive writing credit. Maybe you'll get some of that Disney cash. Yeah.
But it was I just didn't care. Nebula and Rocket are the only ones I cared about, but I think that was just spillover from previous movies.
Yeah, you just like Karen Gillan.
What's that?
You just like Karen Gillan.
No, well, if that was the case, I would have cared about the Scarlet Witch. I didn't even care about her by the time the movie was done. That movie managed to get me to not care about Olsen.
Oh, that's saying a lot.
Who I was previously infatuated with.
Yeah.
I didn't even care about her anymore. I'm like, whatever. How much longer do I have to go? And I looked at my watch and I had an hour and a half to go.
Doug is the only guy who, when he saw Endgame for the first time, went on multiple bathroom breaks. Everybody else is talking about, can you get through? Doug went 4 times.
just for something to do. I'm going to go listen to that hand dryer. It'd be more entertaining.
So you're saying I should go to a theater that has a bar when I go see this?
Yeah. And you can take that You can take that potty break whenever you want. It does not matter. It sincerely does not matter, because anything you miss, it doesn't matter, because they don't follow their own rules anyhow. So if somebody explains something, it doesn't matter if you heard it.